It's showtime. What is up, everybody? It is I, the personified sin of Grand Cross, Roy, and today I'll be discussing my predictions on the influencer tournament that will be happening in 2 days on this Sunday, December 20th, and basically give my thoughts on it and who I think would win. So I already chose the person I was gonna go for, so I'll explain to reason why I chose Seaton here. But essentially, when I looked at this bracket, I can kind of figure out who would win what matches and who's gonna wind up being in the finals. So I'm gonna go through each one. So Group A, I chose Seaton mostly in sorry. From knowing from his account, checking his videos out, a majority of them I checked out. Like, I usually watch Seaton's videos, Kabuki's videos, Nagato, Speedy's, I think a couple of Mystics, but the other three, Spam and Rice, Demonte, and Nani, I haven't really watched theirs. But knowing from perspective, I think account wise, or usually the characters they might have more leveled up, I think Seaton would probably win. But for instance, so we're gonna go through the first match. So if most of you aren't updated with the Neb Marble forums, Spam and Rice removed himself. He asked to be he voluntarily removed himself from the tournaments, so he got disqualified, I guess, for personal reasons, is what it was noted in the forums. So essentially, had him and Seaton fought against each other, I think Seaton would have won regardless, since Spam and Rice, I think he's more of a free-to-play player, so he essentially won't have strong units against Seaton. I don't know if this is official. This is what the team that Seaton was running. So he, for his first team, he has Green Gother, Goddess Liz, and Lost Vein, so an ult rush team. His second team was with Ludocio, with Green Droll, and Red Zeldris with Athena in the back. And then his last one was all Pierce, but instead of Demon Meliodas, he put Hauser, which is actually pretty good since this is a full human team right here. And Spam and Rice, like I said, I don't know if it was official. Maybe he just put it, but you can kind of notice like most of the characters he does have super awakened, and ones he doesn't. So it's like essentially, I think in Group A, Seaton would have won regardless, but I think with the news about Spam and Rice leaving the tournament, Seaton gets moved up into the semifinals. So for Group B, it's actually going to be an interesting one because both Speedy and Nagato, from what I've noticed, essentially have the same characters, or they like to use the same characters. Like, I don't know if these are official, or maybe they put it up, but for Speedy, he's using mono green, so this is a very a tanky team here, since Green Lilio will decrease attack, Valenti will decrease Pierce rate, I believe, and then I'm attempting to remember Gil Thunder. I think he increases defense or resistance, I believe, per orb. And then of course Green Derriere to remove ult gauge and then get her ult. And then his team 2 is mono red with Merlin in the back, so a semi ult rush team. And then for his last one, he has the blue Fraudrin with King and Deanne with the Death Pierce for critting, which is actually pretty good there, since King can heal up and then ult. And then for Nagato, His first team is with Lost Vein King with Diane in the back with Fraudrin, which is pretty interesting there. Pierce team with the Green Gother, I'm assuming to lower the defense stats. And then his last one is with Esterosa, Goddess Liz, and Green Gother with Gale Thunder, of course, to increase the resistance. And would actually work pretty fine if it ult rushes and then has Esterosa's counter, which is pretty interesting. So I think in this one, I would have to say Nagato would win this one because I feel he has more character strategy than Speedy does. But this one will probably be an interesting one to see if those are the actual characters they run out with. And then Group C, I don't really know much about DeMonte, but noticing from Kabuki's videos, and I know for a fact, for sure, he might, well, he doesn't have any teams yet. I don't know if these are official ones, but DeMonte's running Ult Rush team for his first one, a Pierce team, and then Mono Red, but without Red Gother, it's Derriere, which is pretty good there. But I think in all this, it might be a close one since I don't know what Kabuki's characters will wind up being. I know he has very interesting characters that he likes leveling up, you know, for his videos. So there's a chance, you know, I would say Kabuki might win this, but I'm not sure yet until I see the characters. And then for the next one, I think they have characters on. So Nani has, I don't know, these are official, but maybe they just put them there just to, you know, I guess make it seem like they're still running into it. But he's running Attack on Titan with the Valenti in the back. Then he has the Slime collab, and then the King of Fighters. Maybe they're not official, but it is interesting that they have them there. That's to show. Mystic here has Valenti, Kyo, was it Mikasa and Gale Thunder. This is actually an interesting set because, you know, you would want to get rid of Kyo for the Ignites, but then you're going to be bringing up the passive for Mikasa, and then Valenti's decrease of pierce rate won't allow too much damage. And then of course, you know, when you have at least 3 to 4 orbs, Gale Thunder's passive will unlock, you know, increasing the resistance, which is pretty interesting there. The second team is Mono Red. Third team, of course, Ult Rush team, but instead of Green Gother, it's King. And then, oh, I just looked at his. And then Mystic. Right, they're running a similar team. Hold on, maybe they are. Oh yeah, I did talk about it. My mistake there, but this one's a tricky one because I've only watched a couple of videos of Mystic and Nani. I'm not too familiar about, but I think Mystic might win this one due to, I guess, if this is official, the characters that he's choosing in. But yeah, so going back to it, so I think with Seaton moving up, and if Nagato moves up, between Seaton and Nagato, I think, you know, strategy wise, to the characters that you do choose, I think Seaton will win. And then, of course, with Kabuki and Mystic moving up to the semifinals, I think it might be a close one between those two. But in all honesty, like, I think in this tournament, Kabuki will be the biggest underdog in all of it, since you know, he likes to level up most characters that you would least expect, or has a very interesting team he usually runs. but I think he'll be the biggest underdog in this tournament. And then Seaton will be the, as you see there, he has 158,000 cheers, where the majority of others have under 10,000, except for Dimonti and Nagato, where Nagato has 25,000 and then Dimonti has 14,000. But I think the true underdog is Kabuki. Seaton will be the favorite to win, and that's my choice as well. But I don't know, maybe depending on the teams that they run this Sunday, will be interesting. So yeah, I mean, let's just see what winds up happening when that time comes. It's 2 days and an hour away, and yeah, just good luck to these players, and hopefully Seaton wins so I can get the rewards as much as everybody else. Yeah, thank you for watching these predictions, and until next time, Roy is out.